Hello everybody, Kane here today with another episode of our Jurassic World Reborn series, and today we are building a Microraptor Center building aviary thingamabobber that is somewhat based off of a build we did a week or two ago in Prehistoric Kingdom, of all things. But yeah, this ends up turning out pretty well. I'm pretty happy with the overall build. It was a lot of fun to do, and kind of is a good demonstration of where I think the series is gonna kind of be going in the next couple of weeks as things continue. Mostly just because we're probably gonna be focusing on a few more of the smaller animals, just kind of getting them in and going from there instead of doing constantly massive exhibits, especially this week and maybe next week, as kind of like in the middle of my finals type stuff. So school, yay. But yeah, anyway, man, my allergies are really kicking in during recording, which is absolutely lovely. My favorite thing ever. So the basic idea of this, if you've seen that Prehistoric Kingdom video I made, is an interior, like a big old enclosure inside a building with a walkway going around the enclosure, and it's all enclosed. And yeah, that's basically it. That's basically the whole idea here. I brought in a couple of the ideas. Some of it was changed a bit, and I think there's a couple of things here and there that could have turned out a lot better with this build overall. But you know what? For what it is, I'm pretty happy. Because obviously, you know, there's limitations to, you know, from going from one game to another of what you can actually do, how things interact, all this kind of stuff. So for what this is, I'm pretty happy with how it turned out, and I think it's a nice little addition to the park overall. I think it adds a fairly unique thing. You know, well, do we even have any other real buildings? We have, well, we have the Ice Age building we built last episode, but I don't think we really have any other buildings in the park. I mean, you could maybe count the cave stuff, but I wouldn't. So, yeah. But yeah. Anyway, yeah, this is a pretty good little build. It was kind of weirdly placed. I don't know why I put it so close to the Hadrosaur exhibit, but I did. And I think it ends up working all right for the most part. It definitely could have been placed somewhere else that would have been a bit more convenient, but, you know, it fit here. And it closed off some walkway area, so that was good and kind of necessary, because I'm kind of having trouble planning out exactly where things are going to go over here for some of the last few ideas I still have for how the series is going to go, what stuff we're going to add in and all that nonsense. I can't even really think. We got a couple more small animals, a couple more big carnivores, a sauropod or two, and then maybe an entrance, and I think that'll be it. So it'll be pretty soon, I think. Speaking of which, I mentioned this in the latest Dinos episode, but I know most people don't watch those, and this is probably the video where it makes more sense to talk about it. But I am potentially considering, once this series ends, replacing it with a shorter series, basically doing the exact same thing as this, so building a big old creative park, but using fossils and archaeology instead, and kind of seeing how that would go. So yeah, let me know what you guys think of that in the comments down below. Love to hear. Also, let me know what dinosaurs you guys want to see. If there's any last ones that are just like super highly requested, I'll try and get them done and add it in here as soon as I can. But yeah. Anyway, you can see me basically building up the interior of the enclosure, or the retaining walls. I don't know, I tried to basically just port a Prehistoric Kingdom build into this, and I think it turned out pretty well. Again, you know, there's just certain things that don't translate as well, and certainly my lack of the fact that I've made this, at least for me, a fairly bare bones pack in terms of decorative stuff, kind of limited what I could really do. Like, I certainly could have picked some more mods that add in a bunch of extra decorations, fence types, plants, all that kind of stuff, but again, don't really feel like it. Although I'm sure someone's now going to like leave a comment with a link to like some decoration mod, even though I won't add it, just because, you know, it's like at this point there's not really a reason to add any more mods to the series. I mean, it's kind of ending, so it's like, I don't really want to add a bunch more stuff to deal with. But yeah, anyway, yeah, that's basically what it is. There's not too much more to talk about. The roof's a bit wonky. I think I could have definitely designed it a bit better, but it turned out okay without being overly complicated and kind of insane. The ground covering also isn't the greatest initially, but it looks a lot better. You'll kind of see that as we add in trees and stuff. But yeah. Anyway, I think that's all I'm really going to talk about for now, so I'm going to let the rest of the time lapse play out, and I will catch back up with you guys to show you the final product. Alright everybody, here we are with the final build project thingamabobber. Yeah! I'm never gonna do a proper intro to one of these, am I? It's just like an inevitability of me making a video, isn't it? Anyway, yeah, here's the Microraptor house, all finished and in its full glory. Looking pretty good. I mean, there's a few things here and there I didn't quite get to, but you know what? For the most part, it's pretty good. So, yeah, let's go take a look inside. Also, again, if you, well, I'm sure I mentioned this in the time lapse, but if you don't know, or you just skipped straight to the end for some reason, this is based actually off a build I did in Prehistoric Kingdom recently, like 2 weeks ago, I guess. But yeah, anyway, here is the interior. I may have gone a bit crazy with spawning in the Microraptors. There might be a few too many, but you know what? I like it. I think it looks cool. Yeah. Very cool. But yeah, I really like the overall feel of this build. I think it turned out pretty well. It's got a I mean, in this back corner here, it's maybe a bit claustrophobic and dark, but for the most part, I think it's got a really awesome like look to it. Very, very cool. Very, very birdhouse-like. I'm pretty happy with this. There's really not too much to show, is there? I mean, it's not an overly complicated build, I guess, but I'm really happy with it. I think it turned out pretty well, and is definitely a great way to kind of fill out one of the areas over here, so that way, you know, we can kind of, well, work on just pushing the park out a little bit more this way, getting in some of the few getting a few of the creatures left to get, and going from there. So yeah, that's that. Again, not a tremendous amount to show off. Obviously, the time lapse really took care of most of that, and the interior isn't terribly complicated, just because it didn't need to be. It was just, you know, it's meant to be more just a walkway around a little enclosure. So yeah. But anyway, that's I think that's it for today. So thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed, and until next time, guys. See ya.